Okay, Professor Bear here. We're going to do hopefully a very quick video. Often when we start a project, if you start a project on your own or if you're a volunteer, a fellow at Humanitarians AI, we want you to copy stuff to your own GitHubs to then play with them
before you actually play with our GitHub. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to copy the Humanitarians website. So this is what the Humanitarians website looks like. And this is on something called Verso. It's in a system called React. And we'll make a bunch of React videos and how this works. But if you're a volunteer and you want to play on our website, or maybe you're doing a website for another nonprofit through us, first thing we want you to do is to copy our website, play with it. And note this is different from a fork. If you fork this thing, then it's hit this fork thing, it would still be connected to ours. And we don't want that. We want you just to copy it, play with it. But there are hundreds, maybe thousands of files here. So that's kind of a pain, you know, to download and upload and yada, yada, yada. You can do it via the command line, but we're going to show you a super simple way of doing that. And that's through the GitHub import tool. So you just go to the import, here at GitHub, new import. And what you are going to do is we're going to give it a repository name. So we're actually going to call it the same thing here. But this is on my GitHub. And we're going to make a copy of it on the Humanitarians GitHub. So it's available, this thing here. And what we do is we go to code here and we copy this. This is the same thing you would use via the command line if you wanted to go that route. And then we just paste it in here. And presumably you have your credentials for your GitHub. And there you go. It'll take, my guess is something this size might take a minute or two to copy. It is much bigger GitHub. It might take hours to copy, assuming it's massive. But my guess is this thing will be done pretty quickly. And then when it's up on your GitHub, in this case, the Humanitarians GitHub, it'll be just like this. It'll look exactly like this one here, but it'll be on your GitHub. Again, if you're making a Verso site, which what we use, you would go to Verso, go to your Verso, you'd create a new project, and then in your GitHub, you would map that repository to the Verso. So that's it for this. This is taking a little longer than I thought. Maybe my connection's a little slow, but that's it. Do the like, share, subscribe thing. But again, as a reminder, you're just going to the import tool and we can go back. So this is going to, you know, send me a message when it's done. But again, right here, just go to this URL. That URL will be in the description of the video as well. Just go there. Then again, you just go and you go to the repository and you go to code and you get this little thing here. Go, and pretty soon you'll have a copy here. See if it's finished. Yeah, so now we have a little, still going, but eventually we'll have a copy of it on our own GitHub, and then you can play with it. So that's it. This is Professor Bear. Again, I'm supposed to say the like, you know, I forget what it is, like, ring the bell, subscribe, something like that. But do that, and I'll see you later.